A person's future is shaped by the way they think. History has proven this many times through the lives of successful people like, and, in the famous book, wrote, "What the mind believes, it can achieve." But if our thoughts truly shape our destiny, why do so many people fail to succeed? Why do some people lose hope in themselves? And why do others never discover their hidden abilities? Today's story will answer these questions while teaching a valuable lesson about life and success. Stay with me until the end, because this story might completely change the way you think. At a crowded railway station, there lived a poor man who survived by begging from travelers every day. From morning till night, he stretched out his hand to strangers, hoping someone would show kindness. One afternoon, he noticed a wealthy businessman walking confidently across the platform. The man wore an expensive suit and carried himself with pride. The beggar thought, "This man looks rich. If I ask him for help, maybe he'll give me a lot of money." Filled with hope, he approached the businessman and held out his hand. But instead of giving him money, the businessman asked calmly, "Do you only take from people, or have you ever given something to anyone?" The beggar was shocked. Nobody had ever asked him such a strange question before. Confused, he replied, "Sir, I'm only a beggar. I survive on charity. I don't have anything to give." The businessman smiled slightly and said, "If you believe you have nothing to offer, then why should people give you anything? In business, everything works through exchange. If you give value to others, people happily give value back." After saying this, the businessman boarded his train and left. The poor man stood frozen on the platform. Those words kept repeating in his mind again and again. That night, he couldn't sleep. "For years I've begged from people," he thought. "But nobody ever explained this truth to me before." For the first time in his life, he realized something important. Maybe people ignored him because he gave them nothing in return. Still, another question troubled him. What can I possibly give? I own nothing. Days passed, and the beggar stopped asking people for money. Instead, he sat quietly thinking about the businessman's words. Then one morning, while sitting near the railway tracks, he noticed colorful wildflowers growing nearby. Suddenly, an idea flashed into his mind. What if I offer people something instead of only asking? Excited by the thought, he carefully picked a few flowers and returned to his usual place. That day, whenever someone gave him a coin, he smiled warmly and handed them a flower in return. To his surprise, people loved it. Some passengers smiled. Some thanked him. Others happily gave him even more money than before. As the days went by, he noticed something interesting. Whenever he had flowers, people were generous. But once the flowers were gone, fewer people stopped to help him. At that moment, he understood a powerful truth. People appreciate value. They enjoy receiving something in return. One day, while giving flowers to passengers, he suddenly saw the same businessman sitting by the train window. Excited, he rushed toward him and said, "Sir, today I finally have something to offer. If you give me money, I will give you flowers in return." The businessman smiled, handed him some cash, and accepted the flowers. Then he said, "Now you truly understand the secret of exchange. Today you are no longer just a beggar. You have become a businessman." Those words changed the man forever. For the first time, he no longer saw himself as helpless or weak. He thought, "I'm not begging anymore. I'm providing something valuable. People are not giving me money out of pity. They are paying for what I offer." That realization gave him confidence. The very same day, he left the railway station behind and decided never to beg again. 6 months later, two well-dressed men met again at the same railway station. One of them looked carefully at the other and asked, "Have we met before?" The second man smiled warmly. "Yes, we met here months ago." Suddenly, the first man's eyes widened in surprise. "Wait, you're the beggar who used to sell flowers." The man laughed proudly. "Yes, that was me. But today I own a successful flower business, and I'm traveling to expand it into other cities." The businessman was amazed. "That's incredible. What changed your life?" The former beggar replied, "You taught me one of life's greatest lessons. People receive only when they learn to give. That day, I stopped seeing myself as a beggar and started seeing myself as someone with value. The two men shook hands, this time as equals. As their trains departed in different directions, both carried the same understanding. Your life changes the moment your thinking changes. If you see yourself as weak, you will stay weak. If you believe you are capable, your actions will begin to change. And once your actions change, your future changes too. Never underestimate your own potential. Success begins in the mind long before it appears in real life.